This podcast is sponsored by BetterHelp Online Therapy. People don't always realize that physical symptoms like headaches, teeth grinding, and even digestive issues can be indicators of stress. Mama darling, honey doll. If this person, me, Tracy Martell, does not put a night guard in, I go to the dentist, and my dentist, Dr. Sun on Doheny in Los Angeles, reads me to absolute filth because I get all these expensive inlays put in to fix my hillbilly teeth, and then I get stressed out and grind my teeth at night. It's not good. It's not good. And let's not forget about doom scrolling, sleeping too little, sleeping too much, overeating, undereating, drink. I mean, there's so many indicators. Your body's a system for a reason, and you got to check in. My experience with stress is that I don't always know what's up until it's spinning out of control. I'm in denial. I'm, letting the stress affect me in other ways. And then suddenly it's too late. Work stresses me out. All right. Work stresses me out. If it's not one thing, it's another. It's a bunch of emails. It's my assistant having a question. It's switching out a band member. It's all kinds of stuff all the time. And it just stresses me absolutely to hell. Stress shows up in all kinds of ways. And in a world that's telling you to do more, sleep less, and be on your grind, here's a reminder to take care of yourself, do less, and just maybe try some therapy. In my personal experience with BetterHelp and therapy in general, just being able to talk about things changes everything. Like it's almost like being nauseous, and you almost have to just purge feelings and thoughts and be heard and organize your thoughts by speaking them. And then things don't seem so bad. BetterHelp is a customized online therapy that offers video, phone, and even live chat sessions with your therapist. So you don't have to see anybody on camera if you don't want to. Bad hat hair day, baby. It's more affordable than in-person therapy, and you can give it a try online to see if it'll help lower your stress. This podcast is sponsored by BetterHelp, and Trixie and Katya, Bald and the Beautiful listeners, get 10% off their first month at betterhelp.com/bald. That's BETTERHELP.com/bald. Do you like how we went from professional equipment, professional lighting, and now here we are?
I don't care.
Crouched.
Well,
you're in the good. You actually look great.
Maybe someone will fuck me.
I didn't mean to say you actually look great.
No, it's fine. Maybe someone will fuck me.
I think they will.
Maybe someone will fuck me. So I was in the let me interrupt. I was in the gym just now, and I was on Grindr. Mm-hmm. I'm not supposed to be on Grindr.
Oh, the program.
COVID.
Oh, COVID. Right. Well, isn't Grindr also it's the drug market of the free world?
Not really. I mean, it is and it isn't. But guess what? I mean, I could have asked the housekeeping guy in the hall for drugs because he looked like he was holding.
You're right.
Hello.
Holding out. He didn't offer me anything. Let's have that conversation. Darling diva.
He also smelled like whodunit, which was, but it's fine.
Did you smell BO?
Oh,
I smell the BO.
Oh, yeah.
I don't want to give away what motel we're at.
No, but it's him. It's him. It's him. That's why I was like,
I'm nervous that the person cleaning the rooms has BO.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
That's what I'm
saying. Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
I want to glade.
Maybe the call's coming from inside the house.
The good news is I fluffed and folded your towels. The bad news is your room smells like chicken masala, bitch.
It smells like human feces. But he's I'd pop him in the shower and then I'd give him a little scrubbing bubble.
Oh, you would?
Yes. Uh-huh. Yes.
All right.
Yeah. He's giving transient. He's giving transient tea. Giving hot tea. Giving hot. Oh, he's giving capital T.
Well, I have a lot to talk about. One, okay. I love your Iron Horse food.
I love it too because it reminds me of one of the best gigs I've ever done in my whole life. Do you remember? Your bar.
That's right. Did you really enjoy it?
I loved it. Christmas on IBC. You'll love it. Well, I loved it.
Well, we're there.
I loved it. I loved it.
Well, we're playing the Pabst Theater in 7 days, which is on the same basically block.
Okay.
So I'm going to go to the bar after.
You better believe I'm going to that bar. I don't care if it's open or closed.
Well, I asked them to block off a little area.
Oh, don't even need to? For COVID safety.
And it has access to the smoking door. So you can smoke some smoking.
Yeah.
I'm looking out for you. I said, she'll come if it's air. I said to George, I said air conditioned. I said little private area for COVID safety. And she needs to be able to smoke and leave quietly without saying goodbye.
And someone needs to FUCKME. Fuck me.
Before I KMS. Yes. FUCKME before I KMS.
Seriously.
Can I say something?
Wait. I'm not done talking about your bar.
All right. I just called them today and said, can we come? For COVID safety, we have to probably be hermits, but can we come? And they were like, we'll figure out some kind of seating for you.
No. I'm going to double masked and double bagged. This little peanut pecker is getting
you're
shrink wrapped. No?
I have you on the schedule. You're bar backing.
I would love to bareback.
Bareback at the bar?
Bareback at the bar.
When's the last time you wore a condom?
I wore a condom in 5 years ago, 3 years ago, maybe 2 years ago, a year ago. No, that
what about listen, safe sex, everyone, I love everyone. What about doctors who say that you should be doing oral sex with a condom on?
I say, what is this? What is this, 1992?
Just suck at a brown bag lunch?
Is this 1992? Is this hookers at the point? Yeah, that's crazy. Well, I did that because it was a dirty dick.
Oh,
It was a dirty dick. He insisted, I don't know, I've told you this before. He insisted that I put the condom on him. And I was like, what do you think I am? Come to find out it was him. It was whodunit.
He was trying to protect you.
Yes, he was trying to protect me.
What do you mean he doesn't wash it?
Mm-hmm. Uncut, unwashed. It was fucking disgusting.
It's guys like that they feed into the stereotype that uncut dicks are dirty. They're not. No.
Sometimes but people get dirty.
But but also cut dicks are sometimes dirty.
Of course, people are dirty. People get nasty. But you have to wash your dick. You have to wash your dick.
You really should. No matter what the skin is, you need to wash it.
You should wash your dick. But also, if you don't, you can go in the shower with an uncut dick and not wash it, and it doesn't get washed because you gotta.
Yeah, I guess that's true.
It's true.
You gotta retract the statement.
You have to retract the statement. You have to dial it back. Yeah.
We're in Boise. Kind of nice.
Yeah.
I mean, girl, a no tea to Boise. We were just in Bend, Oregon.
You love Bend.
Oh, it was so...
You couldn't get enough of Bend.
I was listening to music. I was on a run, and I was imagining my life playing out very differently living in Bend.
In Bend.
I said, no drag. No.
No.
I said, I work at a clock shop. And all day is...
I work at the REI smokestack. The smokestack.
I went in there.
The stacks, yeah. Oh, you did? Was it good?
By far and away, the whitest place I've ever been in my life.
I didn't. Nary a Blackman.
I believe it was like Tracy Chapman Fast Car playing. I was like, this is...
Yeah. It's Whistler's mother.
I've never been. And when I say something's white...
Yeah, that's how you know it's white. Yeah,
that's how you know
it's ivory soap. Yeah.
Bend in general was so beautiful. There's so many professional runners who live there.
Oh yeah, that beautiful track.
Jesus
beautiful
Christ.
Track.
It was like running on a... It was like cold. It was like 46 and sunny. Oh.
Yeah, lovely. Crisp.
Oh. It was pretty nice here too. And then we went to Seattle, which besides the weather, is a lovely city.
Lovely city.
Unforgivable.
Let me tell you about that weather.
Girl.
That weather makes me want to KMS. It is fucking ruthless and wretched and rotten. Ruthless, wretched, and rotten. Ruthless, wretched, and rotten.
It's not the vibe.
Who wants to be in that weather?
I don't know. People. I mean, it's one of the biggest cities in the United States.
Yeah.
People.
With the shittiest weather of all time.
Did you like Portland?
I love Portland. But again, shit-ass weather. Very green. We didn't really get to experience the green. Did you notice that about Portland? It's extremely green.
Yeah.
Deep, rich color.
And I'll say this about Seattle and Portland. I know that they're supposed to have like a rivalry. A sibling rivalry.
Are they really?
They're supposed to be like one is better than the other. Like they don't get along. Right?
Like
they're like
Boston, New York.
Maybe is that a thing?
Well, Boston loves to think it's on par with New York. It is nothing of the sort.
People in Boston think that Boston is New York.
People in Boston,
sweetie. I'm so sorry.
Yeah,
girl,
you lied to yourself.
I've been to Boston maybe 10 times. It's fine.
It's like Pittsburgh. It's like Philly.
All of those.
It's like Philly.
Could be this. I mean,
yeah. Boston and Philly, I feel like, are very comparable.
Well, all those cities, when you go to the oldest part of the city, they do look the same.
Yeah, Cologne.
Like over where Juju's house was.
Yeah.
Or like you're like, wow, this looks like a storybook.
Yeah.
Townhouses, tall, skinny townhouses.
Yeah.
They always look the same. I mean, Philly looks like that. They all look the same.
Yeah.
I pulled trade once in Philly, and he lived in one of those little tall, skinny townhouses. And
yeah.
Hey,
how y'all doing?
I've reached a point in my life where I've slept with so many people I don't remember them all. I don't remember when that happened, but I remember being like 20, 25 and being like, I could tell you everyone I've had sex with. That was a long time ago.
I think I don't know if that I could make a list and do a description, but I definitely could tell you if the person was in a lineup, I could pick them all out.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. No.
But like if they say you had sex with 100 people and then they put a lineup of 300 people in front of you, would you be able to pick out the 100 people?
In a room. There's going to be 100 pieces of trade. Yeah. So in this scenario, I have 300 men, like a firing squad?
Okay, no. Let's say you've had sex with 20 people and they put you in a room with 50 people. Could you pick out the 20 people?
Who would be the... Yeah, I probably could. But you know what happened to me recently? I talked to somebody on Grindr and I was like, hey. And they were like, how have you been? And I was like, oh, good. And they were like, and then finally we slept together. And I was like,
Mary?
We did?
But that's so good, because then you're going to do it again.
Oh.
It's the guarantee.
New information. I mean, listen, you and I don't retain information.
No, we don't.
You don't remember? I don't. I never hear the first time. I don't hear the first time. How am I going to remember shit I don't hear?
That's true. I'm paying attention. I just have no memory.
He was hot, though, and I was like...
But did you do it again? Did you do it again?
I did. Good for me. I was like, I love that for me. I did that. Okay. So if you ever see me on Grindr, just tell me we fucked, and I'll be like, okay.
Great.
Good for me.
I don't think that. I guess there's no way to know, because nobody will ever tell you if you're bad in bed. They'll tell their friends and stuff. Do you know what I mean? Like,
I've become very forgiving. I used to be like, I kissed someone and their eyes were open. Jail. And now I'm like, you know what? Everybody's different. Everybody's trying their best out there.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Everybody in bed is actively trying to do a good job.
Yeah, absolutely. And to feel good.
And feel good and have fun. Great.
I don't like the whole, they were bad in bed, like it's some kind of contest or some kind of like points, whatever. But
it also means that you're saying my point of view of what good sex is the most real.
Right.
What if you love choking and no one choked you and you're like, he was terrible?
Right, exactly. Or like, he didn't spit in my eyeball.
Right.
Yeah. I mean, I get if like, I would say like, okay, if you agree upon like, hey, I really want to just like pound you into the ground like a jackhammer. Like, yes, that's what I love. And then you come over and then you can't get hard. That's a problem. That would be like bad in bed or whatever. But
although you gotta be like me. You gotta sometimes mention to the children that sometimes people can't. Well, not children. They're not children. They're adults.
Yeah.
I think.
Well, that's why I always have a little blue chew on hand.
I give them fair warning. I go, just so you know, this happens sometimes, and it's not a big deal.
No. I skip the warning. I say, how about a pill? I would say if I don't see if you're not whole head and upper chest area is in bright red and you have veins
in your face, right?
Oh my god, you'll know when I've taken a pill, because it is like eyes bloodshot, like red, because I take the off market ones. I mean, once I took not once, many times I've taken
a pill.
I've taken a 200 milligram, which is far and away, that is exceeded.
That's how you get an elephant boner? Or what?
Well, that is above and beyond the recommended daily dose. It was like you could have just snapped it right off the body. Yeah. But also, it's like, I mean, it is like, you know, sister, Chelsea and Shelby right here. They are roided up, and they're just like, farfalle or papardelle. Yeah. But it's like, but I will always keep always.
I do the same thing. I have a huge vial of GHB, and I'll just get them more comfortable.
drop. No, because it really helps the. I also have a prescription from India, just in case anybody, Get
the big girls. Give the big girl some shots.
I had what the bus driver gave me before the gym? I'm feeling a little tired today. So the bus driver gave me a thermogenesis pill.
Is that Willow Pill's sister? Thermogenesis pill? What is it?
It's some kind of pre-workout. And I was like, you got anything tweaky up there?
By the way, your version of, I'm feeling a little tired. I'm not awake for 24 hours. I'm feeling tired.
I just feel
you were tired yesterday, and you were really good in the show.
Yeah,
I thought you had a really good night last night.
It was good. I feel
like you're my mother with schizophrenia. I'm like, she had a good day yesterday. You know?
Well, I was talking to Eden backstage. I was like, she asked me how she was doing, and I was like, you're doing great. 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 I was like, I'm very appreciative of the way you are handling my inconsistent and wildly inconsistent moods. You never know what you're gonna get. like every day. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's not easy. It's not easy working for me. It's not easy.
I wouldn't think it would be. I think we are hard to work for in different ways.
Very different ways. You are extremely consistently demanding. I am.
That's 5 pins, not 4.
Yeah. I am. I don't know even what I would. I don't know who. The wind. It's like working for the wind. Where is she? Who knows?
And Eden used to work for me, and I know that Eden pretty much can do anything.
Yeah.
She's very smart and not really intimidated by any one task.
No.
She's kind of... Maybe she'll hear this. I think she's probably the smartest person in the room in most situations.
Yeah.
She's really smart.
She's very, very smart.
I think she tolerates a lot of us.
Yeah. And I think that the thing that I'm most self-conscious about, and I feel really bad about, but there's not really nothing I can do about it, is the laundry. I mean, when you work for me, is the moisture. It's about moisture.
The moisture wig.
It's about wet. It's about it's like it's wet and grossy. It's wet and gross.
It's deep blue sea.
It's gross.
That's
and
tough.
and I like the first I think it was the second night. It was the wettest night so far. It was maybe the first night.
It was the first
night. It was so hot. It was so hot.
San Francisco. What theater was that?
The Warfield.
The Warfield, San Francisco.
Yeah.
You were not looking out for the girls.
No.
You're not being a considerate friend.
No.
Listen, unmanageable hair is difficult. I mean, you might not know this, but I am bald. Before I was bald, I had pretty much violent, unmanageable mind of its own hair pretty much until I was like 25. And I get it. It was a lot of hat days, all right? And when your hair's not cooperating, it can be tempting to just throw it in a ponytail or just call it a day. But putting your hair up doesn't solve the problem. It just hides it. Break your hair out of the ponytail and treat it with some much needed TLC with the leave-in conditioner from Way. The multitasking powerhouse does it all. Hydrates, detangles, fights frizz, and even acts as a heat protectant. Trust me, your hair will thank you. If you're doing heat styling without a protectant, consider this your intervention, by the way. I'm a huge fan of the Way body wash. I'm using it on tour and I love it. I even use it on my scalp. I can use it on my sensitive skin and I just love it. Honestly, I've never had a body wash with so much like good smell to it that doesn't irritate my skin. So thank you, Way. For heat protection, dryness, and frizz, the way to healthier hair is Way's best-selling leave-in conditioner. Say goodbye to frizz, tangles, flyaways, and breakage for all hair types. Protects hair up to about 450 degrees, and it's scented with North Bondi, a floral fragrance with notes of bergamot, violet, and white musk. Color safe and cruelty-free. Discover the new way of life with the leave-in conditioner from Way. Go to theouai.com and use the code BEAUTIFUL to get your 50% off your entire purchase. That's 50% off your entire purchase at theouai.com, code BEAUTIFUL. Listen, your small business might be called a small business, but it does not feel small to you, okay? You can't afford to miss out on opportunities to grow and keep your customers wanting more. Listen, when I first started selling merchandise, this is real. I used to ship out of my garage, and when I wasn't on tour, like Monday, Tuesday, Wednesdays, I would sit home, put on the TV, and I would package up and write out everybody's hundreds of orders individually by hand because I was a one-woman show, right? So I understand. Time is money. Don't waste either with repeated trips to the post office. With Stamps.com, you can skip the trip and focus on how you want to take your small business to the next level. Stamps.com lets you print official postage right from your computer and saves you money in the process. You can spend less time at the post office and more time making your customers happy. Seriously, all the time you spend running around as a small business, if you could eliminate that and even just spend more time responding to comments online, positively, your life will change. Stamps.com saves you time, money, and stress. Listen, I know this is a little wild. I do have a small business. I do have a Depop. I do have an eBay account. I do sell things from home and have to ship them from home. And my assistant and I have to try to do it the most efficient way possible. Stamps.com saves you time, money, and stress. For more than 20 years, Stamps.com has been indispensable for over 1 million businesses. And you get discounts you can't find anywhere else, like 40% off USPS rates and 76% off UPS. Stamps.com will make your life easier. All you need is a computer and a standard printer. No special supplies or equipment. Stop overpaying and wasting time and use Stamps.com. Sign up with the promo code BALD for a special offer that includes a week trial, free postage, and a digital scale. No long-term commitments or contracts. Just go to Stamps.com and click the microphone at the top of the page and enter the code BALD.
We did the full run-through, the full dress run-through in humiliating...
Girl, tell them the look.
Oh my God. Okay. Now, mind you, We are in an ensemble with 4 extremely beautiful dancers.
Actual, like,
Very good dancers. Lady Gaga.
Some of them have stripped.
Lady Gaga.
Some of them I danced for Gaga. One of them is leaving to go dance for Shania. They're perfect.
Gorgeous men. Gorgeous men. And I have never felt like more like an unfuckable monster next to these guys. And so we're in full drag with wigs, but no makeup.
So we have the full body on, the boobs, the corset, the cinture, the hips, the heels. It was Tadric. Nails, hair, hips, heels. No makeup. I got a beard. I'm looking gaunt and sallow. I have no eyebrows. We look in the Jumbotron, which we're getting because these are huge venues. We have a giant screen behind us, and I look over and I'm like, yeah. It's like from the back. I'm like, oh, cute body. It was like we're in
fierce. And then you look over.
It was like face swap.
Gross. And just pouring sweat. And then we do a full run through all the numbers and then do a full first show. It was really a dress rehearsal, but it was a full show with makeup. No meet and greet, but the full... there was a meet and greet. There was a fucking meet and greet.
So we did the full run through of the show without makeup on, basically, in all the costumes. With the body mics on.
Yes. And then scramble to get in drag. We have 1 hour to get in drag. Then we go do the meet and greet, and then we go do a full show. And the show is a brisk and crisp 3 hours long.
The first cut of the show was truly pushing 3 hours.
Because we had no edits. We had never really done it for an audience before. There was so many laughs. It was crazy. Drenched.
In plays, before all the scene changes and everything are perfect, the plays start longer. And then as all plays, the longer you do them,
it's a comedy.
Yeah,
it's a comedy. Dramas don't get shorter because what? You're gonna cut for people crying?
Yeah.
So
when people laugh a lot, they have laughed themselves to death every night.
Yeah.
You have to wait for every line, and almost every line is a joke.
Yeah.
I can count on my hand maybe 10 times where it's not a joke.
Yeah. Yeah, I know. It's weird because if we go 2 or 3 sentences without a laugh, it's very, very strange.
Yeah.
But yeah, thankfully the show was very funny. But Mary, what?
That there's a joke in the show that's an airplane joke that we are trying to get work. And yesterday, once again, no one laughed. And then I said, it's important for a performer on my level to bomb once in a while.
Yeah.
I'm like, I think we should take it out. And you're like, I love it. I'm like, you don't have to say it. It's my line.
We should just switch it. I would love to deliver that line.
I'm playing you one night. So everyone knows. I'm playing you one night.
We should just switch.
And it's going to be the read of the century. I'm taking liberties. I'm having my dick out. I'm gonna have dick out. I'm gonna have
cigarettes the whole night.
A tourniquet, a crooked wig, bloodshot eyes, big white
bloodshot
teeth. And I'm gonna be smiling.
Porcelain tiles. Bloodshot diva sings the blues. Yeah.
I'm gonna pick up all the lines, and I might get closer to the text than you.
No, I know my lines.
No, I'll tell everybody here.
I know my lines.
I know that I have a more of a tendency to probably come in more type A. This person right here, you know the show.
I do. I
don't ever worry about us forgetting things.
No.
But however, in the first few shows, we made cuts, which means you have to go out there and do these scenes
and forget.
As rehearsed, you have to mentally cut out whole sections.
Yeah, that's tough.
All of my brain power.
Yeah.
Because once I learn something,
it's in there.
It's hard to unlearn.
Yeah. I'm still struggling with the dancing on the first number, but it'll get there. I'm looking at you. Have you noticed I migrated upstage so that I can...
thinking I'm traveling too far forward.
No.
Now the truth comes out.
I'm coming back so I can look at you because I'm looking at you. And our director, big shout out also to our director, Tim Drucker, because he's been so incredible. And he's like, so I noticed you played it a little more upstage for New York. And I was like, yeah. So I can look at Trixie. Yeah.
I'm giving her a moment.
Yeah.
I'm being a considerate person.
So I'm just looking at you and he's like, yeah, it looks a lot tighter. I was like, yeah. Because I'm looking at her.
You think it was that way of him saying, I think it's better for you.
He did say it. He did say it. And also during True Colors, he's like, why don't you just say that, we can work that in like that. You don't know what's going on.
There's a lot of movement in the show.
Yeah, I know. There is a lot of movement. Oh, my God. My thermogenesis is kicking in. So during the closing number, our final number last night, I couldn't help but notice. Also, yeah. So I was like weirdly off balance, like just standing there. When we do our little, when we're just doing this and just for the very opening, I was like, was like, what is wrong with me? I was like, I felt like I was drunk. And I was like, what the fuck? And then we go to spin, just turn for the beginning before it starts to get into the choreo. And I'm like stumbling. I'm like, what the fuck is happening? Mary, all of my toes were asleep.
What?
All of my toes. Yes.
You know,
before we put the fucking the first dance shoes on for the first number, half of my foot, like I would say a quarter of each of my feet were asleep. And I was like, why can't I was like, during New York, I was like, I couldn't, when we go up like this, just standing there, I was like stumbling. I was like, what the fuck is wrong with me? My fucking toes were asleep.
Yeah.
Horrible.
Necrosis. Well, you know what I'm going to do for the show?
Necro-vaping.
And I don't like the way it looks up close, but I think I'm going to cut the stirrups.
I have to.
I think I have to.
I have to have.
My toes are dying.
My toes are fucked. Like, it's in the, because what happens is like, I do 1, 2, 3, 4, and then fishnets. So that's 5 layers. And then what happens when you push your toe box into the toe box of the shoe,
putting shoes on.
Yes, You're stretching the nylons away from the toe. Yeah. And the feet are naturally the toes have to go like curl.
This. You don't know this on stage. Drag queens are like this.
Yes,
it's not safe.
It's not safe. And like I was like, wow, God. And so we put on the boots for the very first bit, and I'm like, oh fuck, like I can't feel my pinky toe, and then the first couple, and then the half of my big toe is totally numb. Something about those toes did not feel right.
It was blue toe.
Yeah, blue toe. And then after the show, I took the everything off, and I looked at my big toe, and half of it was yellow, like white yellow.
Work.
Do you know how
squeezed to death?
No blood. Shit. No blood.
First night, I pulled my wig off, and there was blood in it. I took one of those geisha pins and stabbed it into my bald head, and there was just blood in this blonde wig, and I was like, I'm spotting. Great. I'm on the rag.
Oh my God.
I lost the baby.
Thank God.
Don't put that in there. But I think it's going pretty good.
It's going great.
And I feel relieved because we have signed up to do a lot of them.
Yes.
And if this wasn't fun and easy and successful and funny, it would be a different vibe on the tour.
I'm going to say it's fun and successful and funny. I'm not going to say it's easy, because for me, it's not easy.
You don't think this is easier than like stand-up?
No. It is easier mentally. Mentally, it's easier. It's much easier mentally. Physically, it's...
This is more than your other show.
Oh, girl, I didn't do shit in Help Me, I'm Dying. I mean, I just stood there. Well,
you were dying.
Hello. I just stood there. This is a lot of dancing. It's a lot of quick changes. A lot of quick changes. It's a lot of layers. It's a lot of sweating. I don't know. It's a lot. Yeah.
You're kind of doing your best sweating on this tour. This is kind of an all-star.
Yeah. For you. I'm letting the wet out. I'm letting the wave is happening. Portland was great though. Portland it was almost dry. It was incredible. Hi. Hello. Would someone please fuck me? Someone please fuck me? Will you please fuck me?
I think someone would.
I think someone needs to. I was in the gym talking. Well, I don't know if it was the person, but so I went on Grindr. I'm not supposed to do whatever. When I was in the gym, and then I saw a person who looked like the person who had messaged me on Grindr. So I was like trying to give him like goo eyes, like in real life. And
what does that look like?
Like this.
Do you have an actual look?
So if you're
it's like prolonged glances.
Yeah, I mean it's a little creepy. Like, so say this is gonna creep you out.
I've seen you do it. You did that server the other night.
No, that was like this.
Girl, it was Tex Avery. We went to this Mexican Asian fusion restaurant.
I just want to know. I want that waiter to know. I want that waiter to know it's too little, too late at this point. I would fucking blow up a kindergarten just to have you fart in my mouth.
Why not do both? That's juicy. Miss Juicy.
Hey! Hi. How y'all doing?
We've been entering and leaving every room saying that.
Well, he came over. I mean, first of all, he is such a great bartender, such a great service worker, because he gives good eyeball.
Yeah.
He
made me feel heard and
seen. Yeah. He made you feel seen. And
is this place called SZN? Does that mean season? Cezanne?
I don't know.
SZN in
Asian Fusion.
Seattle.
Yeah, Asian Fusion.
And the touring company, for COVID reasons, has been renting us entire establishments for just the tour to party alone.
Yeah.
Which has been great. We went to a speakeasy where they had custom cocktails. This
cool.
lesbian in San Francisco was making us these bomb cocktails by hand.
Gorgeous.
And then we got the most lit Mexican Asian food. I've never heard.
It was Asian fusion. It was like a Korean fusion.
It was great.
It was so good. The chicken.
And the bartender was really hot, and I saw him deliver your food. I saw him walk away.
How would you describe
hungry?
Starving.
It was like
dehydrated, like prowler.
Yeah,
prowler.
You know when in National Geographic, when something's about to pounce and it gets really low to the ground,
yeah,
its eyes get really wide.
Yeah,
that's what it was.
3 months without food, and then it sees a gazelle on the savannah.
He was gorgeous.
He was really gorgeous, and I asked him, I was like, I was trying to make conversation, so the next time he came over, I was like, hi, can I ask you a question? Would you run somebody over for $1 million? And he's like, I'd do it for free.
That's what he said?
Yeah.
Work.
Yeah, I love that.
Then you asked me.
I know, yeah.
You said, would you do it for $1 million? And I said, I'd do you for $500,000.
Yeah. But this is what I was doing at the guy in the gym. So you're over there working out, and I'm working out. And I would just be like this.
That's not too creepy.
No, I'm just looking.
Yeah,
I'm just looking. I'm looking. I'm looking. There's no denying that. It's not like
looking in general. You're looking. You're seeking.
But I keep thinking about that Joan Rivers thing where she was like, when she was at some talk show and she's like talks about when she was trying to do like when women are trying to get all sexy and she does this.
That's you.
That's me.
And you were also doing the in fabric hands.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, I'm literally outside in the lobby going like this. Yeah. The echoes of my loneliness shall reverberate throughout the lobby hall. Yeah. Oh, I deserve it. I deserve it.
I will say I have about 60 days left on my antibodies and I am living my best life. It's nice to be
a slut and a whore.
Yes, but also just like not terrified of adult times.
Yeah. Sure.
Especially now that I've had COVID.
Yeah.
Now I don't fear like the reaper anymore. It's like, oh well, this is what happens, and then
I feel like I should be able to invite someone over and leave the door unlocked, COVID test right at the front of the door. I'm at the end of the room, and it's like, hey, and I'll say, I would love for you to come to my room and have a lovely time. Please, I'm in a production and I need to stay COVID free.
I'm on the Oprah Winfrey show.
Yeah, I am Oprah Winfrey. A lot of people depend on me. I own a network. Will you do that test? And then, right?
I think that's 100%.
Yeah. So
I also think it's appropriate if you want to. You can also STI test people.
Oh, I don't care about that. I don't care about that. For most of us, learning a second language in high school or college wasn't exactly a high point in our academic careers. I actually loved learning French in high school, but that was a long time ago, so I love being able to brush up in little bite-sized portions here and there whenever I want to. Now, thanks to Babbel, the language learning app that's sold more than 10 million subscriptions, there's an addictively fun and easy way to learn a new language. Whether you'll be traveling abroad, connecting in a deeper way with family, or you just have some free time, Babbel teaches bite-sized language lessons that you'll actually use in the real world. I chose the Russian course on Babbel because it gives you explanations why it goes deeper into the grammar, and I just find that more helpful. With Babbel, you can choose from 14 different languages, including Spanish, French, Italian, and German. Plus, Babbel's speech recognition technology helps you to improve your pronunciation and accent. There are so many ways to learn with Babbel. In addition to lessons, you can access podcasts, games, videos, stories, and even live classes. Plus, it comes with a 20-day money-back guarantee. Start your new language learning journey today with Babbel. Right now, save up to 60% off your subscription when you go to babbel.com/bald. That's BABBEL.com/bald for up to 60% off your subscription. Babbel, language for life.
Hi, it's me, a little girl. No one likes waiting on a paycheck, especially when you have bills due. Good thing there's Chime. Now you can get your paycheck up to 2 days early with direct deposit. That's up to 2 more days to save, pay bills, and generally just feel good about your money situation. I like to feel good because I'm a little girl. But Chime is more than just getting paid early. It's an award-winning mobile app, checking account, debit card, and optional savings account. I hate fees. I have very little pocket money because I'm a little girl. So what are you waiting for? Hopefully not your paycheck. Get started with Chime today. Applying for a free account takes less than 2 minutes. Get started at chime.com/bald. That's chime.com/bald.
Banking services and debit card provided by the Bancorp Bank or Stride Bank N.A. members FDIC. Early access to direct deposit funds depends on payer.
Listen, my work outfit is pretty particular and it usually involves sequins and spandex and lovely shiny lady stuff. But every once in a while I have to do man drag and go to a wedding or something, and guess who has me covered? Indochino. That's right. They make high-quality custom-fitted suits, shirts, and casual wear, all at a surprisingly affordable price. And I can customize everything from suits and shirts to chinos and bomber jackets at prices much more affordable than you might expect. I have a wedding coming up on the Italian Riviera, and you guess what I'm going to do? I'm going to go on Indochino and get me a lovely little linen suit because I can get it customized. I can pick the fabric, the color, everything. It makes me feel wonderful and sexy and fabulous. I do it all online. I could visit a showroom, but I don't want to. They offer completely custom-fitted suits, shirts, casual wear, and more at a surprisingly affordable price. Every piece is made to my exact measurements, and I can customize every detail. And they're always adding new pieces so you can stay on trend and in style. You can check out their latest spring and summer collections now. And the best part, Indochino suits start from just $4.29 and shirts from $79. This season, dress to impress on every occasion with Indochino. Get $50 off any purchase of $399 or more by using promo code BALD at Indochino.com. That's $50 off a purchase of $399 or more at INDOCHINO.com. Promo code BALD.
I just wish everybody would come out whenever they want. I get so scared of religious people being forced to wait for what?
Oh my
Life
God.
is like 5 minutes long.
It's a short life.
It's incredibly
It's a short
Take
life.
it from us.
It's a short
We're
life.
near
I am
the end.
looking at I can feel the tap, tap, tap of the side of the Reaper on my shoulder right now.
I know.
It's a short life. It is a short life.
Being gay and like spending time not fucking men is, or not like, sex is great.
Sex
I
is
know
lovely.
we love to underplay it. Like, sex doesn't matter that much. If you were fucking who you wanted to fuck every day, you'd be so happy.
I know. It's great.
It's free.
It's one of the few activities that I feel like is unproductive yet totally productive.
Yes.
Do you know what I mean?
It's also mentally healthy, emotionally healthy.
Yes.
It's probably one of the only times people are actually good to themselves.
Yeah.
People treat themselves like shit. People
Well-
drink enough water. People get blackout drunk.
I have some startling news for you about sex in people.
Oh, it's not always about being good to yourself. Oh, yeah, that's true.
It's about K&G. It's about torture.
K&G. We had a first night of the show. We had a puker in the front row.
Puker in the
This
front
person was in the front row, so they probably listen to this podcast.
Puker, Miss
Girl,
Puke.
And get this. She's doing Miss Puke. She's doing Miss Puke. We're in the middle of the show. By the way, it's the opening night. We're just trying to remember our lines.
Yeah.
And in the opening night of anything, you're almost on autopilot.
Yeah.
Because it's like out of body watching yourself perform this thing.
Mm-hmm.
And there's a scene where Katya and I are tied up, and Kelly Mantle, who's in the tour, is behind us doing a whole monologue.
Yeah.
4 feet from us, someone's puking, and they're literally
Bowl
like this.
over, dead. The seats next to them vacant because you know why. And it's like an emergency situation going on there, and Miss Kelly is oblivious.
And then after the show, we're like, I can't believe that person who puked. And Kelly's like, what? You're like, Kelly, someone was puking right in front of you during your monologue. She's like, oh. That's Kelly as a professional.
Yeah. Actor.
She's acting. That bitch cracks me up.
She's so funny.
I can't wait to go out there every night and see what she's going to change or add. 'Cause she's different every night. I know. In the good way.
I know.
Kelly Mantle's so funny.
Hello.
I don't want to spoil it, but the accents she does are so unplaceable.
Yeah. Yes. Elusive.
She's been around the world. Honey. She's going to a lot
You can't quite locate her. GPS does not work on Miss Mantle.
I told her that her accent is where in the world is Carmen Sandiego.
As soon as you try to drop a pin, it goes move somewhere else. Yeah. Oh my God.
And the dancers are great. We have 2 tour buses, which feels rich.
It feels super, super rich. But we have a huge production. I don't know if you've seen the load-in for the equipment. It's like a fucking Lollapalooza.
There's a semi truck carrying, I don't even know how many hundreds of thousands of dollars of lights and shit.
Yes, the stuff, the what do you call that?
I don't know what you call it. Like it's like metal shit.
Metal shit. The grids. Yeah, like
they bring it inside of the stage, they rig it up, and they lift it up there every night. But that way on tour, the person who runs the tour, his lighting is Chris, who's done both of our tours.
Yes.
His lighting is the same every night. He just has to push the buttons.
Bam. Yeah.
Otherwise, he has to spend the whole day programming a light.
No, Mary.
It's too much.
It's crazy.
The show has so many cues.
So many audio and visual cues. It's crazy.
He told me like every 20 seconds there's a cue.
Yeah. And Chris is so, this motherfucker is so, talk about cool as a cucumber. Cooler than the coolest cucumber in the fucking crisper.
Yeah.
He is so chill.
Calm energy.
I said, he's like this. He's like,
yeah, we're gonna do some lighting.
Hey, Brian.
Yeah, he's very
good
cool.
show.
I get concerned.
He's so chill. I love it.
Yeah, I love him. He makes me nervous that when straight guys are that nice, I'm always like,
what lurks beneath?
yeah, or like, why don't you hate me? Why do straight people tour with drag queens and not feel weird about it? You know? That's my own damage.
I think that's your own business you get to attend to.
But I think he likes it.
He loves us. Yeah, he likes us. But he's got a
very
cool,
dark sense of humor. I think that's why he likes it.
Yeah, and he's also like, I appreciate being around straight people because they don't like drag just because. Do you know what I mean? Like they don't they don't just take drag as a given, because if you kind of look at drag from the outside, you're like, what's so good about it? In a lot of ways, you know. But I often like straight guys' opinions about drag.
It's interesting to see what they get out of it.
Yeah. Yeah.
There was one of my friends came to the show and was like, I was surprised to see how many young women. I was like, oh,
are you kidding?
This is the Sapphic mixer.
Yeah, this is Sapphic.
This is Girl on Girl. This is Girls Gone Wild.
Girls Gone Wild.
Girl on Girl. The L word.
Yeah, Sapphic Remembrance. This is Sapphic Sundays at the Lickety Splits. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
The meet and greet, all these single girls.
Go
talk to them.
I know.
Get eaten out of the gig.
I know. Chomp, ladies. Chomp. I hope you'll like spread legs and chomp like piranha.
By the way, if I'm a woman and I want my pussy eaten,
I come to our show.
I get a woman to do it.
Yeah. Oh yeah, absolutely. I'd go to our show. I would take my breasts out of my top and I would be, hi, would someone please chomp on my clit?
Should they chew it like ginger root? Are you nauseous? Also, somebody was doing something at the show that I really take issue with, which is when it's a seated event. We're in these
standing up.
We're in some of those beautiful theaters I've ever been.
Oh, they're stunning.
The walls are like sculpted and painted. And
beautiful.
I don't know what you call it in theaters.
Baroque.
It's lit in like domes and it's painted.
It's gorgeous. Baroque.
When no one's standing, you don't need to stand.
Don't you stand up.
Last night, there was a girl who, every song she was standing, I'm like, I'm happy you're here.
I'm happy you're happy.
People are behind you.
I know.
I didn't get nervous when there was a drag queen sitting in the front
with the horns. I know.
Nobody can see.
I know. You got to be considerate. Maybe the theater is not the place for your funky hat.
That's why I didn't want to sit at the Critics' Choice Awards. It's like, I'm going to ruin this for someone.
No way. Yeah, the theater is not the place for funky hat or for K&G.
Or ketamine and ketamine. Did I take ketamine?
Ketamine.
You can't take ketamine.
Ketamine judge bait. Yeah.
Were you on Pride?
No.
We had a woman
I don't get fucked.
Yeah, the risk is much lower. We had a woman at the meet and greet the other day who was a nurse. You remember that? And she was like...
Yeah. No, she was a pharmacist.
A pharmacist.
Yeah.
She said, thank you so much for doing your PrEP ads. I'm a prescriber of PrEP, and I thank you for telling people about it.
9 and counting. 9 and counting. That's crazy. 9.
I know. And not to be reductive, but like Michael Henry, who I work with a lot, people are like, how do you know Michael? I'm like, we were in an HIV medicine commercial.
Mm.
That's how we met.
It's great though. You're doing the work.
I love doing those commercials. If nobody's seen them,
the one that's the funny. Some of them are very funny.
They're hilarious.
Yeah, they're very funny.
They're written funny, and I don't like memorizing. Well, my attitude when I sat down to memorize this show could not have been more poor.
Oh, it was.
I was like, fucking touring with bullshit. I was so mad. By the way, the privilege of sitting down to memorize something I didn't even write.
I know. I mean, I was there. I mean, me and Eden were there for every draft of the script, 7 of them, and I still was like, I'm not learning this. And I waited to the very last minute, but then I learned it because it's actually not that hard.
It's not
that tough.
But when I got COVID, I was like, well, there's nothing to do, so we're learning the script. So I did about 5 or 10 pages a day. That was my project.
Yeah.
But you know, some people like, do you know about the play Buyer and Seller?
No.
It's a play, a one-man play.
What?
One person. It's all monologues. And it's the point of view of the one person who works in Barbara Streisand's basement.
Oh, yes, you told me about that.
And I know a few people have played it. Tom Lanks played it. Jay Rodriguez has played it. It's all one person. And I was like, how do you even do that? And they go, well, basically, because, you know, a monologue is different than dialogue.
Of course.
The monologue, we have big monologues in the middle of the show. That took so much brain power to memorize that. And it's not even that long.
I know.
These people have told me, they're like, basically, you have to take 1 page of dialogue a day for months to memorize it. And then at the end of every day, you have to kind of do it in order to see how to... I could never. I'm sorry.
Mary.
Memorizing my stand-up is very easy because it's
jokes.
the way I wrote it.
Yeah.
In my head.
Yeah.
Memorizing things the way other people write them,
oh my
it's
God.
way harder.
Oh, I'm thinking about like how long it takes me to learn a song in another language, and I have to listen, and I'm like, oh, it takes about 2 months.
Girl, I do a song
like listening
in this show that you wrote that I'm not even clear on the words.
Yeah.
I just mouth things that I think are right.
Yeah. I mean, it's crazy. It's crazy.
Sorry, I guess that's all we talked about is the tour, but...
No, that's going to be life. Please fuck me.
Please fuck her. It's our day off from the tour, so I'm going to just go for a run.
I'm going to get a massage at 5.
Did you book it at the place?
No, they booked it for me because I have to be COVID, whatever, you know. Yeah. Wow. They're coming to the room. in the room.
Have you ever used a Soothe app?
No.
It's Uber, but it's massage.
Shut the fuck up.
I'm dead serious. It's providers, independent providers, and you go, hey, I'm at this hotel, and you choose if the man or woman. You can request oil and hot stones. No, it's not that. It's normal massage.
Okay.
At least the last one I had, the guy took out a big drum and beat it on me.
Are you serious?
Yes.
You get like,
girl, can
I get like the blow dart to the neck?
Well, I think it wasn't a drum. It was the lid for a trash can. He was it wasn't exactly a massage therapist. It was.
I fell down on the street. I fell down on the street and some homeless man touched me.
I know I don't. I never know what to say about it, but the unchecked and unmitigated, rampant, unhoused in San Francisco shocks me every time.
It's Armageddon. San Francisco is Armageddon. For those of you who are not aware, San Francisco is Armageddon. If you're wondering about how things are going to end and how capitalism is going to collapse and erupt into chaos, just visit San Francisco.
It's crazy.
I think I walked from, now we were in the Tenderloin, which is a very challenging area. Challenging profile. I remember my 30-meter walk from the bus to the venue. I think I saw 3 human asses and 2 of them take a feces shit on the ground.
Right outside the door?
I saw the shit, not to be gross, I saw the shit come out of their anus onto the ground.
That's how you know.
Littered with human shit everywhere. Not dog shit. It wasn't like Runyon back in LA where there's dog shit everywhere. It was like, this is human shit because I saw the shit come out from the feces hole in the person.
Human shit looks different on the street.
Yeah.
It looks like...
It tastes way different.
I stepped outside the stage door and I saw a...
Yeah. Oh yeah, a needle in the arm.
It's just sunlight out.
Yeah. Me and
I asked you to go back in the theater.
Yes. How brazen.
That was drug use, intravenous drug use in the street in the sunlight, not to be Pollyanna, every time.
Oh wait, no, I know. I remember it's the first time I saw it in real life because I was never an intravenous drug user. And like that, because that scares me.
My boss said, it looks like you've taken a hard fall. Are you okay? I'm fine.
Oh my God.
I fell, but I'm okay. I did not fall. It's like when this watch once a day will go, take a moment to breathe.
Are you serious?
Fucking tell me
Fuck
what to
off. Wait, does that monitor your health?
Yeah.
How?
I'm alive.
How?
I don't know.
Oh.
Well, it has this on the back, which I think tracks your heart rate and your temperature and stuff.
Oh, work. I want to get one.
Apple Watch, I'm obsessed with it.
I just cannot have emails come to me on my wrist.
No. You get your text, though, which is fabulous. Because then you can just be like, okay, I'll get right on it. It'll send the text. You don't even have to pick up your phone.
Can I just exit out?
Yeah, you can also not look at it.
Okay.
There's so many great things, though, in here.
I'm going to get an Apple Watch today.
You should. I love it.
Okay, cool.
The only thing is, you have to charge it every couple days.
No, I charge my phone every day.
Yeah, but it's just, it's one more thing.
One more thing to go to the charger.
Yeah. But San Francisco, I actually went home and Googled in San Francisco. I was like,
it's
trying to find articles about like,
there's plenty.
what do you do? How can I do something? I mean, we're at a sold out theater for 2 nights on tour buses. I'm standing off my mobile bedroom.
I know. It's crazy.
Which a tour bus isn't as glamorous as it sounds, but still.
Yeah.
I'm just like, what can we actually do for these people? Is that ignorant? But like, what can we actually do? Besides just give money to someone, which I guess is probably the best thing. Assuming you just give money to a shelter or something.
I don't know.
What can we actually do? What's the recourse?
I think it's, I don't know. I mean, I honestly don't know. I think it's, the wealth disparity in San Francisco is so huge. It's just, I don't know. It's crazy. I don't know. I think we have to overthrow capitalism, but I don't think that's going to happen anytime soon. Me and Eden, when we were walking to the restaurant, saw a man fully naked.
Today?
No, in Portland. Portland. Naked. It was very strange.
There's a lot of, we live in Hollywood. I'm used to seeing
lots
unhoused.
Of different stuff.
LA unhoused, though, it's different than San Francisco unhoused.
Yeah, it is, yeah.
And Portland, I also saw Talking to Self. In Seattle, I saw someone up against a mirror, like a mirrored window at a restaurant with 2 action figures yelling at each other.
That was me.
No.
It was a Trixie doll and a Katya doll. I was just working. I was just processing.
I'm getting through my frustration.
Yeah.
But listen, if you have a way that you think you could help, or you think there's a good way to help, let me know because I would like to do something.
Yeah.
Hey.
Give the big girl some shots.
Give the big girl some shots. We'll see you next time. Bye.
Bye.